morning, everyone. I am Joan, and this is Joan's Pointed Plate. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I normally don't do 2 full day of eating on WW Freestyle videos in a week, but I really feel that I need to do it to keep myself accountable today. I just noticed I have some mascara on my face. I've been struggling a little bit, honestly. Not every day, just certain days. And I know we're all human and it happens. I lucked out during my journey. I was ready. I had the mindset. And when I started last February of 2018, I took off and I went crazy. I went perfectly. And I know most people don't have those kind of journeys, and I did. From February to September 11th, when I made my goal, I had lost 56 pounds. I think in that time I had 2 gains, both like under a pound. It was easy for me. I'll admit it. It was easy for me. And then I made my goal September 11th, my Weight Watcher goal, not my personal goal. I made my personal goal sometime in November, I think. I made lifetime membership in October. And since November, December, I've been trying to maintain, and I've done well. I've done very well with it up until about 3-4 weeks ago. I've started struggling a little bit. I've gotten picky. I'm not a snacker. And lately I've been picking, as we like to call them, BLTs, bites, licks, and tastes. And I'm not sure why. Sunday, I had said in my other video that, Sunday, all those desserts were out at the kids' party that we had here, and I picked and picked and picked. Monday, not a problem. Right back on track. Had a fantastic day. Yesterday, not sure what happened, but off the rails again. Just picking. Every time I opened the cabinet to get something went in my mouth. A Dorito or a pretzel. And that's not like me. I keep this stuff in the house because, I have other people in the house and I need to have these things in the house, and they never bothered me. Yesterday, out of control. I started thinking about why. And if you remember me saying, I'm not sure if I said it on this channel or if I only talked about it in my Facebook group. By the way, I have a Facebook group. My girlfriend and I started it back in January. And it's WW Freestyling Meal Planning Recipes and Support. I will link it in the description box below. Feel free to come over and join us. We have grown from January 8th, with 3 people to over 15,000 in our group. It's a great group, very supportive, no negativity. So feel free to join us. Anyway, I know I've mentioned in there and on some Facebook Lives that I gave up the scale for Lent. I was getting so stuck on that number on the scale. It was becoming like a god, like an idol to me. So I decided to give up the scale for Lent. I still weigh in at my workshop. I just don't look. I'm 13 pounds under goal. So I know I'm not in jeopardy of having to pay, for my app or for my workshops or anything. So I decided to give it up. I think that might be part of my problem with the picky. Knowing that I don't have to see that number, it gives me a little bit of, I don't want to say freedom. I don't know the word I'm looking for. But it gives me that I don't have to see the number, so, I'll just do better next week. I think it's actually sabotaging me. So I'm really thinking about it and praying about what I'm going to do. I may start getting back on the scale or looking at the number on the scale on my Tuesday weigh-ins. I did not go to weigh in yesterday because I had something going on at church last night, so I didn't go. I should have gone, and I didn't. I should have gone before church, and I didn't. So anyway, that's my story. I'm struggling a little bit. I've already pre-tracked my day today, so I feel good about that. I am totally committed to getting back on track, staying back in control, and we all suffer. We all have our weak moments. And like I said, I never had a struggle while I was losing, and even the first several months of maintaining, I never had a struggle. So this is very new for me, and it's very frightening. Because in my mind, I'm going to gain the 65 pounds back overnight. Yesterday, I swear my jeans were so tight. I know they weren't. If I gained, it was a pound or two. It's not going to change, how my clothes are fitting right now. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I just wanted to share it for accountability. If anybody else is struggling with this, we're in it together. Let me know in the comments below, if you feel like you are struggling, if you've had these struggles, if you got back on track. I'm totally committed today, back on track, watching the snacking, watching the sugar intake, and plan on having a totally good day. I really felt like yesterday was going to be a great day because I've said before, in the morning I do read my little Lenten reflection book. And yesterday, in the last line of the book said, I can start by taking responsibility for the choices I make today. That made me feel great yesterday. I'm like, yes, I got this. That was a sign I can do this. And my day fell apart. So I went back and reread that line, and that's how I feel today. It's my responsibility. They're my choices. I am going to rock this day, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, I've chatted long enough, but this is why I'm doing a second day this week of what I ate in a day. So it is 7:30. I am waiting to start my work day. I have already had a cup of tea, and that is it. I ran 4 miles this morning. It is Wednesday. It's my 4-mile day. And that's it. I will be back around 9 o'clock for my breakfast. I am making French toast in a mug for breakfast. Looking forward to that. I figure that's a little bit sweet. Give me a little bit of, that sweet craving that sometimes I need. And we'll see what happens. But I will be back to show you my French toast in a mug. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your support. And like I said, let me know in the comments what your struggles are. Talk to you soon. Okay, I am back. It is 9 o'clock and I'm going to make my breakfast. I am having French toast in a mug. So in my mug, I have 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of almond milk, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of Swerve, and a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to cube up my bread, toss it in, and mix it well, and then add my blackberries in there. Microwave it for 1 minute and 45 seconds. Let it sit for 30 seconds, and I will show you what it looks like. Okay, here is the French toast in a mug right out of the microwave. And all I'm going to do is dump it into the bowl, cut it up a little bit, use 2 teaspoons of pure maple syrup and a squirt of fat-free Reddi-wip. And that will be my breakfast. It is very filling and very delicious. I use the 647 bread from Schmidt's Baking Company that is high in fiber and protein. This keeps me full all morning. And there is my big, beautiful bowl of deliciousness. It is 2 points for the French toast in a mug. The only thing I needed to count was the bread, and 2 points for the pure maple syrup. So this is a 4-point breakfast. I will see you back around 1 o'clock for lunch. Okay, welcome back. It is 1:30 and time for my lunch. Today I'm having a bowl of the super easy chicken noodle soup from the WW app. That is 2 Smart Points for 1.5 cups. I also threw on 7 grams of oyster crackers on top. That is 1 point for 7 grams. I have some veggies and dip. My veggies and dip pickings are very slim. I really need to do a grocery order. I have the carrots and the cucumbers, and then I have 28 grams of the Skinny Kitchen ranch dressing and dip. That is 28 grams, which is about 2 tablespoons for 1 Smart Point. I am on water bottle number 2 for today, so I need to get moving on that. And while I am eating my lunch, I'm going to work on my grocery list. Because we are, I've been doing the whole shop from the freezer and pantry, and we are really starting to run out of things. So I'm going to work on that. And I will see you back later this afternoon to see if I have an afternoon snack. Okay, welcome back. It is dinner time. I ended up not having an afternoon snack. I was very busy and honestly was not hungry. Getting hungry now, so we are going to make dinner. Tonight we're having chicken fingers and French fries. And this is a new chicken finger recipe for me. I got it from This Old Gal her website, and it's for the air fryer, and it is for Copycat Chick-fil-A chicken. They make it big and put it on sandwiches. I cut my chicken into tender sizes, and I'm going to we're just gonna have chicken tenders. So the first thing I did was I had 3 big chicken breasts, and they've been marinating in pickle juice all day, dill pickle juice. And then we're going to dip them in a combination of egg and milk. And then we're going to dredge them in, this is a combination of flour. And then it calls for potato starch. I did not have any. I looked online and it said you could use tapioca. So I used tapioca. And it is also, let's see, flour, potato starch, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. That is supposed to be the secret ingredient, is powdered sugar. And I did use regular powdered sugar. I did not use any substitute because I figure 2 tablespoons for 4 servings is not going to really change the point value much. And there's also paprika, salt, pepper, garlic powder, celery seed in here. So it says to just dip them in the egg and milk mixture, then dredge them in the flour and shake off any excess. It says it's very important to shake off the excess. So I am going to do this. I have 12 chicken tenders. It's going to serve 4, so each serving will be 3, and it will come out to 5 Smart Points. But we'll talk about that when I come back, and I will show you what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, here is my dinner. Like I said, this was a new recipe. Haven't tasted it yet. I'll let you know at the end how it tastes, but I don't really like the way it looks. The breading was coming off the chicken, and I don't know. We'll see. It might be better than it looks. I do have a tried and true chicken finger recipe, but I really wanted to try this. So we'll see. I have 3 ounces of French fries for 4 points. I have 2 of the chicken fingers. The serving size is 3, but these are pretty big, so I think I'm only going to do 2, and we'll see how many points that comes out to. 3 of them would have been 5 points, so I'm guessing this will probably be 4. Then broccoli for 0. And I also have some of my homemade honey mustard to put on top. 2 tablespoons is 2 points. I don't know if I'll use that much. And then some of the Skinny Kitchen ranch. 2 tablespoons is 1 point. So I'll be dipping in those. And I'll probably put a little bit of ketchup on my fries, but I'm a rebel and I probably won't count it. I will be back to let you know how the Copycat chicken turned out. Had to run to Target tonight after our speaker at church. So once again, myself to a small passion tea with unsweetened coconut milk. It is my new favorite. So that is how I'm ending my night, a 1-point beverage. So I am ending the day with using 20 out of 23 of my Smart Points. I ended up having a great day, felt very much back in control, did not pick, there were no bites, licks, and tastes. Really felt good about today and plan on continuing it tomorrow. Just want to give a shout out to a couple of my YouTube friends. I want you to go check out their channel if you have a chance. First one is Denise from the Daily Dose of Denise. She talks about all things life and Weight Watchers on her way to work each morning. And the second one is Amy from Amy Common Sense Southern. She does some grocery hauls, some cook with me's, some chit chat. She's got some really good recipes. I cannot wait to make her a baked chicken. Go give her a look-see. Amy Common Sense Southern and Daily Dose of Denise. Check them out and let them know in the comments that I sent you. Have a fantastic night, and I will see you in a couple days for my meal planning and grocery haul. Have a good night, friends.